How absolutely lovely to be with you. I'm in a good mood tonight. Don't know how long that's going to last for. It's quite late at night. It's 10 past 11 on a... Oh, I'm not very good with days. They're all the same for me. It's a Monday night. I'm reading that because my computer says so. Talking about my computer, just to show you that things can happen to anyone. I was fixing another monitor up. And I accidentally knocked the monitor to the left of it. You know, I've got dual monitors that I sit down and do some post-production and look. But it hasn't ruined it. It's almost like I've just... I couldn't have... If I'm going to smash a screen or damage a screen, I couldn't have damaged it in a better place. It's the far bottom left-hand corner. And it's just caused a few lines at the bottom. And I've lost about... 3 centimetres of picture in the corner. It's been like that for a couple of days. I expected it to get worse. It doesn't seem to. I imagine one day I will turn it on, it'll be nothing. I'm not losing any sleep. I've actually, I think in the last few months I've repaired 3 or 4 of those. I found 2 today, so I've got 2 working ready to replace it, but I'm not going to replace it. If it's still working like that, it's still working like that. So I'm happy with it. Right, I'm just drinking some coffee, do excuse me. Right, this has come in today. This is a 40-inch Toshiba Vestel. This was Toshiba's, or Vestel's, very first 40-inch smart TV. It's amazing how I know these things, but I just do. But it was their very first. And I like that. You know, like the 32-inch version of this. God, this is not... Oh, has that a sticker on it? Okay. The screen is not in brilliant condition. I'm guessing this is backlights, nothing more. But the reason why it's got a title of... let's really diagnose the proper fault is... I will just, because I can't see the monitors now. Oh yes I can, and you can't see a blooming thing. But anyway, in the little corner, let me swap TV angles around, and then you'll be able to see a lot more. But I'll also get the mobile cam on the standby light. So this TV came into me, it was actually earlier today. I was doing some gardening. I wasn't planning on repairing any TVs today. But funnily enough, it's been a busy day for repairs. That tends to happen. I've just realised what I've done. I'm terribly sorry. I'm just didn't say that's an Americanism. Okay, just let me wait a second. I put something up I shouldn't have put up, which just goes to prove I shouldn't be working this late at night. I really shouldn't.
Oh, poop.
What I wanted to do is to swap those angles around like this. Thank you. Anyway, customer said, oh, my daughter's TV is blown up. She said there was a white flash and then nothing. And I thought, white flash? Ooh, okay. Don't really know any power supplies that do a white flash, but you know, you have to believe. And then I think, I wonder if she means the screen does a little white flash when it tries to come on, so the backlights have gone. So I'm turning all the lights out. I'm turning on the TV. Oh, and I'm getting absolutely nothing on the TV. Oh, this is going to shut me up. I've been to the trouble of to get some backlights as well. And it looks like we've got a power supply issue. Because that ain't coming on, is it? That really ain't coming on. I will. There are some buttons on the back of these. Just to see if that wakes it. Oh, interesting. A power supply. Good! A power supply. Well... Sorry, I'm switching it on and off because when I did switch it on then, it did affect something on my computer, and I thought it was going to come on for a second. But anyway, how good it's not a backlight job. So that means I've got the title. I was going to title this broadcast, which seems to be going nowhere fast, let's diagnose it correct, when there's now probably a good, because I was getting cocky thinking, oh, it's backlights, you darn customers. Okay, let's just get the wobbly cam out and zoom in on the back and check out the back label and the model number here. Right, this has got to be 10 years now. In fact, we'll have a look at the label. So it's a 40L3453DB, and the date in the brackets there, okay, April 2015, so 8 years. Okay, I'm just going to look at this FET on the back. I'm talking about this here. As the diodes are reading short, and sometimes it can be as a result of this FET here. So I'm just going to see if that is reading short. If it is reading short, I'll take it off the board and see if the diodes stop reading short. But it isn't. That's the only one on here. I can't see anything else which has gone pop on here at all. So the one thing I'm going to do then, we'll find out which diode has, we'll find out which one of those three diodes has gone. We'll take it out and see if the TV comes back on. Just see if it's that simple. Tested this board as much as noticed that the diodes were short, and tested the FET on the back. I think you may have seen that, and the FET on the back was fine. So it just looked like shorted diodes. So I took out a diode, but no, it's not come back on. But if there was a white flash, would it have taken the fuse in the plug? It is possible. So let me just test the fuse in the plug. We seem to have a moth. And the fuse is good. So it's not that. Oh, that would have caused a flash. The main FET is out. Oh, okay. Looks like I'm going to be sticking a new FET in, people. Bear with. So there's our FET, which is also connected to a resistor here, which has also gone short, but maybe it's just reading short because the FET is short. But to take everything out on here, I have to. There's a big heatsink for this FET. A really big heatsink. So it's a case of lagging it in solder and I just want to see if the short goes away from the resistor. I don't think it does. I think that it takes the resistor out as well. Now, I'm doing this against all the rules and regulations that I have, and when I say all the rules and regulations that I have, I'm doing it without my glasses on. The glasses are in my working glasses, not my kind of reading, driving, looking stupid glasses. It gets hot. It does get hot. This is my cheap and nasty solder braid. I've got some lovely expensive stuff at the main workshop. Again, which doesn't get used to the main workshop. Everybody tends to go for the cheap and nasty. You know, we won't use the expensive stuff yet. Right, put some blobs of solder on the FET to take that out safely. Well, I say safely, it's a shorted FET. It doesn't really matter. I'm looking for the soldering iron and I've just put it away. Cool. The other thing is to be very careful with solder braid around a circuit board, because you could end up shorting out a few components, but we have double checked this board has no power in it. Now, a reason for taking that FET out, and we can just read that FET again to see if it is short out of circuit. I'm sure you'll find it is going to be short out of circuit. Can we see where I am on this, or am I blocking? It's here. Nope, you can't see. Right. Short all three ways. But it came out, and I will bring the mobile cam in again. When you're in it. Why have I got that song in my head? Right. The FET came out of there. So that's not short anymore. Obviously that is, but that isn't that. But is that still short? No. Oh, so it could just be the FET. Okay. It's just the FET, it's just the FET. Well, FET and diode. What about the fuse? Did it take out the fuse? No, it didn't. Let's grab a FET from another board. And swap them over. At the moment I'm just taking out a FET from an old spare Vestel board. So we'll take the FET out from here and put it in the other board. That may help me pop it out. Almost, voila. Almost. Come on. Thank you. So again, just to show you, that's the one that we're putting in. No, it's not, sorry. That's the one we're putting in, 7 amps, 650 volts. And that's the one we've taken out, which is 6.6 amps. So we're 800 volts, so we're going up a bit. Plenty of space. So I'm just going to go over the board and see if there's any other shorts, and then we'll plug it in and see what goes bang. See if we get the white flash. Always working safely when it comes to power supply repairs. Have the Variac set on 0 volts at the moment, just going to be turning it up gradually. So it's going to get dark. On the mobile cam, we're looking to see a red light coming up there, rather than white smoke coming from around here. So I'm going to dim some lights, that should do it. So let's start off at 60 volts. Not seeing anything. Try 90. We should start to see something at 120 for sure, and we're not. It's not turning red. Everything's connected. I'm just going to test something. Just want to see if power is now getting to that FET. You may have to turn it on first. Yes, it is. There's 183 volts there, so the FET's working, but we're still... Do you know what? There is a chance here. There is a chance that... Let me put some lights on. That whatever's happened to this, even though it didn't take out the fuse in the plug or on the power board itself, there is a chance that we had a voltage spike for a second going to the main board. because the main board is responsible for turning the TV on and turning the secondary supply on. I can't think now why the secondary is not turned on. The secondary supply side is not coming alive. I have changed the Schottky diode like for like. I mean, I will change all three, but at the moment, just to get something. But the power supply is now not being turned on by that main board. It could be a main board issue, or I may have to look deeper into that behind. But I've checked all the shorts, and everything that I've checked in the last couple of hours now says that that should be working. I'm not going to get too close with my finger because I'm not that stupid. But you can see with my finger there is the FET that we put in, and it's being turned on. So it's a bit more investigation. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say, it's not come to light yet. Will we be chasing another main board, or have I got to look more in depth on that? I'm not going to buy a board for this. I've got plenty of spares, with one that I've been taking spares from there. So, bit of a head scratcher, but after a coffee and a bit of food, hopefully all will become clear. So sorry, haven't got a conclusion on this tonight. It means there will be a part 2 on the 17 IPS 71 that is still not turning on. Have we now got an issue with the main board? Well, I've got to find out if the main board is getting its 12 volts. And I don't think it is. I don't think it is the main board. It just doesn't seem to be any secondary power at all. So there's something else that's been taken out, and I think it's on the other side of the power supply. That's my guess. Don't think it's the main board, but I've been wrong before. So there's going to be a part 2. Sorry, my friends, but I'll revisit this tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. But thank you for watching.